You're dreaming of walking into the UFC Octagon. The crowd is roaring, the lights are blinding, and your heart's pounding like a war drum. It's what you've trained for. But before you lace up those gloves and chase that UFC dream, take a moment. Because behind the glamour, the belts, and the fame lies a world far tougher than most people can imagine. If you want in, you need to know what you're really stepping into. These aren't just opinions, they're the truths most fighters learn the hard way. But today, you don't have to. First off, talent alone won't save you. You could be the sharpest striker or the slickest grappler in your gym, but the UFC doesn't care if you're not marketable. The promotion is part sports, part entertainment. That means if you can't talk, if you don't have a story, or if you don't bring in viewers, you're replaceable. It's harsh, but it's real. You'll see fighters with mediocre records getting pushed, while better athletes stay in the shadows. Learn to speak on the mic, build your persona, and embrace the spotlight. Like it or not, you're not just a fighter, you're a brand. Next, prepare for financial struggle. Yeah, you heard that right. The UFC might look like money rains from the ceiling, but unless you're a big name, your paychecks won't match the punishment. Entry-level fighters often make around $10,000 to show and another $10,000 to win. After paying your coaches, taxes, travel, medicals, and living expenses, you're lucky if you break even. And that's assuming you win. Lose a few fights, and suddenly your contract is on shaky ground. If you're not smart with money, this game will chew you up. Your body will break down faster than you think. MMA is a brutal sport. Training camps are war zones. Constant sparring, weight cuts, injuries you don't even have time to heal properly. Fighters walk into bouts with torn ligaments, fractured ribs, and concussions. And you'll still be expected to perform. No sick days, no calling in. If you pull out, people talk. Promoters remember, so you push through. But that wear and tear adds up, and one day, you'll wake up and realize your body doesn't move the same. That's the hidden tax of the game. Let's talk mental health, because nobody else does. Fighting in the UFC is emotionally draining. One loss can feel like the end of the world. You'll battle self-doubt, criticism from strangers, and pressure from every direction. You might isolate yourself. You might smile on camera and feel dead inside of it. Without a strong support system, this sport can break your spirit just as fast as it breaks your body. Make sure you have people who ground you. Friends, family, or even a therapist. Yes, therapy. Real fighters aren't afraid to protect their minds too. There's no job security. None. The UFC doesn't do lifelong contracts unless you're a superstar. Lose a few in a row, get injured, or fall out of favor, and you're cut. Just like that. And unlike other sports, there's no union, no fallback, no retirement plan. What's your plan when it's over? Most fighters don't have one. Don't wait until your last fight to think about life after the cage. Start now. Build skills outside the octagon. Coach, invest, learn, prepare. Also, the grind never ends. Even if you win, even if you climb the rankings, there's always someone younger, hungrier, and better coming after your spot. You'll constantly fight to stay relevant. You'll train through holidays, skip family events, and live in constant fight mode. It's a lifestyle, not a job. If you're chasing comfort, you're in the wrong sport. But if you thrive in discomfort, you might just survive. Now here's a truth people rarely admit. The UFC doesn't love you back. The fans love you until they don't. One bad performance, and they'll turn on you. The company will promote whoever brings the most clicks, not who's been loyal the longest. You have to fight for yourself. No one else will. Know your worth. Stand your ground in negotiations. Ask questions. Read the contracts. If you go in blind, you'll get played. But, and this is important, if you go in knowing all this and still want it, you might be made for this. Because despite all the pain, all the setbacks, there's nothing quite like it. Nothing like hearing your name announced in that cage. Nothing like getting your hand raised in front of millions. Nothing like the fire that lives in your chest when you realize you're living your dream on your own terms. So if you're stepping into the UFC, don't just bring your fists. Bring your brain. Bring your hustle. Bring your whole damn heart. Because the Octagon will test every inch of who you are, and only the realists survive.